What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. If you haven't checked out my last video, please do so. I'll leave the link down below in the description. If you haven't checked out the Big Game of Small Talk podcast, I always say probably one of our best shows to date. Very funny show. At the beginning, the whole panel jumped the fuck out me those Xbox with damage controller for Fable. Then at the end of the show, we turned around and jumped the fuck out of the crap gamer for being so fucking old school. Funny show though, man. But anyway, enough of the. I'm gonna say I'll leave the link down below. You know, those of you new to my channel, first of all, thank you for the support. But we do a weekly podcast called Big Game of Small Talk Podcast. I'll leave my Twitter handle down, but follow me on Twitter. We shoot every day. Sorry, not every day. Every Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern time. If we do decide to change the time, we normally announce it on Twitter. Me, Mooch Crap, Tim Dog, and show whenever show it's part of the show too. But show I got some stuff going on right now. But yeah, so check out the show. Funny show. Anyway, on to today's video. So today at GDC 2016, Sony came out and finally announced the pricing for the PlayStation VR. Now listen here, I'm going to be honest right now, from the rip. I like the way the VR, the helmet looks. It looks a little, it looks better than the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive or Hive, whatever the hell you call it. I like it. It looks a little, it looks slick. I like the way they look, you know what I mean? What comes with it, Sony gives you the actual device. A HDMI, what's surprising, giving you an HDMI cord. They give you these earbuds. Sony with them cheap ass. When you guys that got your PlayStation 4 at launch, that mic that came with it with the one earbud, like Sony cheap as hell. Now, for you guys to fully, if you don't know, to fully experience VR, these headsets, you have to have a decent pair of headphones. So right now, Sony's asking for $400 is the asking price. Now, when they first announced this, I was excited. Why? Because I thought it would work with every PlayStation 4 game. I thought that I put this VR helmet on. I look down, if I'm playing God of War 3, I looked at my arms, I see my arms, and I'm Kratos, and I got the chain in my hand. Like, I thought that would have been dope. Then Crap, shot the Crap game, and Crap was like, nah, hell no. It got to be games specifically made for it, just like the Kinect, you know what I mean? So damn, like, damn, it got to be games made for it. Then I saw the type of games they were marketing, so not marketing, that they were making for it. And they look like PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 games. They do not look like next generation games. So you see the stuff that's running on the Hive, and see the stuff that's running on the is it Vive or Hive? You know what I'm talking about, the Vive, whatever the Vive. And you see the games that are running on the Oculus Rift. They look like next generation games, like, oh shit. So Sony, feeling the heat, they came out and said no, that their product is more of a low-end, mid-range product. You know what I mean? It's an alternate to what's a cheaper version of what Oculus and what HTC is giving you. So, but Sony's asking price is $400, ladies and gentlemen. And what that $400, like I said, it's a sleek-looking headset. But for that $400, they give you some cheap-ass earbuds, like I said, to fully experience the VR thing. You need a surround sound headphones. You gotta get you a decent pair of headphones. It's not gonna work with those earbuds. Sorry. And they don't give you the camera, so you need the PlayStation Eye toy. And they don't fucking give you the PlayStation controller, the Move controllers, the glowing dildos. So for $400, all you get is a motherfucking beam me up Scotty's calling Dr. Spot. That's all you get is the Cyclops joints. You get the Cyclops joints for $400. And to me, that's a no-no. The reason why I say it's a no-no, now, for it to be successful and adopted by the masses, to me, Sony already has 3 strikes going against them. The first thing is, they don't have any compelling software. Say what you want about the Kinect, but the Kinect was $100, $150, not $400, and they had some games at launch. You had the Kinect Sports, and you had Kinect Adventures, and you had a couple other games that, Just Dance and all this stuff that attracted the casuals. The shit that Sony was showing, like soccer robots, nah. Strike one. And we talking about $60 a game. So you got this $400 peripheral, then you got to go out and buy these $60 fucking games that they can run on your PlayStation 2. No thank you. Strike one. Then you got strike two, that the recommended age is 12 years and up. Because, seizures, motion sickness, make people dizzy. So A lot of mom and dads are gonna look on this box 12 years and up. Oh no, Tim, you're not gonna get it. Come on, mom. Bzz, 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 bzz. Now, come on, mom. They're gonna want this, headset for Christmas. No, 12 years and up, the motherfuckers gonna be falling out. I can imagine the lawsuits now. Motherfuckers are catching seizures all over the motherfucking place. Strike 2. And what the fuck is strike 3? The price, $400. And I'm about to say that already. They're not giving you the camera. Actually, it's more than $400. Because if you don't have the iToy, you got to go out and buy the iToy. It's about $40, $50, if I'm not mistaken, right? I have the iToy. And you got to go out and buy the Move controllers. Which is stupid. How you going to sell someone a PlayStation VR and not give them the fucking controllers? That's like if you buy a PlayStation 4, you're going to buy the system without the controllers? Like, that's bananas. Like, Sony is cheap as hell. You talking about they want to cut the corners? Then listen, they didn't want to sell it at $400, but they got the Oculus Rift out there for for $600, and then you got the HTC. I think they're $800. You know what I mean? I believe the Oculus Rift is $600, but at least it comes with a controller. But Sony, I think this is doomed to fail. Now, what's going to happen there first? They're going to come out and sell 1 million units real quick because you're going to have the Sony ponies, the play slaves. They're going to run out and buy it. No. But like I said, what makes a product successful is not the hardcore market, us here. It's the casuals. And for $400 for a peripheral, hell no. No. And a lot of motherfuckers don't want shit on their face. Calling doctors. A lot of motherfuckers don't want shit on their face. They don't. Like, I'm just being real. Like, that's why the 3D thing, crashed. 3D TVs and... they came up with 3D. Well, they do have the technology. They're not expensive. Without you can look at 3D without the glasses. People don't want shit on their face. You know what I mean? And like I said, another thing, like I said, is giving people have already came out and said, even with the Oculus Rift, not just the bad Sony, people said it makes them sick. You know what I mean? So, like, that's another, like I said, strike going against them. You know what I mean? The recommending ages are, from 12 years and up. And if you guys don't remember, I'm a little longer than 2. When Nintendo first launched the Nintendo 3DS, what was the biggest gripe against it? Because it was making children sick. You remember that? A was the price. They didn't have any really software. That's why the 3DS kind of stumbled out of the gate. And it was making children, sick, nauseous, and whatever the fuck the case may be. I don't expect this thing to take off. That's why Sony, like I said in the day, we have not gotten a God of War. They already pushed back Gran Turismo. You're never supposed to be a Gran Turismo Sport. We're supposed to be coming out for the PlayStation 4, but we're supposed to have some VR capabilities. Now listen, you do have some third-party games that are coming out with multiplats like Tekken and stuff, and they do have some VR component. I don't know what that is. No one knows what this is. You know what I mean? But it's not gonna be the full game. No, it's not. I can bet my channel on that. You know what I mean? You may have a VR room where you go in there and break some balls, or something like that. But it's not going to be the actual game. You know what I mean? But see, like I said, they put $400 out there just to take the stuff out of the box. They act like they really could undercutting the Oculus Rift and the HTC. But you need so much shit to go along with. You still need the controllers and you still need the camera. So it's not $400. But who the fuck got these glowing dildos in their house? Like, that's just a recipe for disaster. Why not just put the shit in the box together? So I'm gonna go out and buy the headset from. I got the PlayStation VR headset from Best Buy. Now I got to call out the GameStop to see if they got any fucking Move controllers. You know what I mean? I guarantee some people will get the headset and then maybe get the controllers. You get the controller, get the headset, you gotta go get the camera. Like, that's just dumb as hell. Put all that shit in the box. If it's gonna be $600 Sony, charge $600. You know what I mean? Because it's really not. Sony thinks the customer, the average Joe Schmo, is dumb than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's more than $400. You need the controllers. You need the camera. You understand? And you need a decent pair of surround sound headphones. You do to fully experience this VR thing, to be immersed in the virtual reality world. You need it. I don't know, man. So for those of you guys who are gonna buy it, I'm gonna reach out to Sony, see if I can get a unit here that I can unbox for you guys and to review. I'll send it back. Calling Dr. Spot. See how that works out for me. But I was gonna buy it because I always say I'm a faggot that loves gadgets. But if like I said, I don't want to buy a device or anything and I feel like I'm taking a step back when it comes to the games and stuff. I am a graphics whore. I don't, like I said, I'm one that don't suffer from nostalgia. That's why I'm going to be playing games on the 360 and this, that, and the other, the PS3. No, them games look horrible to me. They do. You know what I mean? Nah. But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. Subscribe, hit the like button. Hit the I don't know. Remember, if your grandmother got a fat ass, give her my number. He said, why you don't talk about people's grandmother? Because I can. I'm in the VR. I'm in the virtual reality here. Boop, boop. Calling Dr. Spot. Boop, boop, boop. Also, I'm sorry, it comes out October 16th, too. I don't know if I told you guys that already. So, October 16th, get your $600 ready. Go out and get your PlayStation VR and be the dork and the geek that you are. Sony pony.